Hey, this is Names, and before I start off this video, I'd like to thank those who have recently subscribed. In the past week, it's actually been declining as I've been posting videos, so it's nice to see that, at least for now, it's increasing. And now, welcome to Legends. It's a sad day on Laythe today. Our colony that we've grown to love is now splitting in half. 10 of our best scientists and bravest are expanding out to the magnetic fields of the Bermuda Mountains. We came here on science, and that's what we will continue to do. Grow to learn our surroundings. There won't be any communication in or out of the Bermuda Mountains. All other probes or drones that we have sent there have vanished because of this. It is blamed that the iron core beneath Laythe is causing magnetic disturbance upon the surface, permitting no radio connection. As we watch our beloved leave, it is uncertain what will await them there, uncertain what will happen here. But, as we have prevailed in the past, that is what we will do. Even though this may stand in our way, this obstacle of communication, we shall continue. Onwards and upwards, here on Laythe. Now, as we enter Val's sphere of influence, I make some very poor decisions with our xenon gas engine. I can't believe I messed that up that whole episode last time. But our xenon gas engine is able to propel us slowly but steadily, improving our trajectory. We finally get into an orbit, a far-off orbit from where we would want to be, but it's an orbit nonetheless. Using oxidizer and liquid fuel now, we finally get it down to a touchdown, close, but not that close, to our designated landing site. By now, Laythe knows that this will not be his returning craft. He's getting too low on fuel. I underestimate our liquid fuel and oxidizer engine and almost land ourselves right in the middle of a mountain, but that's easy to fix. Fuel is running low, but we hope we can make this landing. We're gonna have to find a way or develop a new two-person landing craft to get him back off the surface. Or we can always make a new station on Val. As we get closer to the space, the radio transmissions get louder and louder, resonating off the craft itself, as if it were a help beacon. There was old tales of Jebediah leaving for a vacation on Val, and that there are some remaining labs and such resources on Val. We are not sure what we will find, or if it's just Jeb reaching out 200 years ago. The curse of Val is that no one has ever survived a good week on it. There's been good attempts to survive on Val, but Jeb wanted to be the one, so he left willing for adventure and science. Newland isn't our best nor our worst pilot for this, but at least we have him, and at least we know, without a doubt, that he can land this thing. Our landing isn't too good. We bounce around a whole bunch, overshoot in both directions, but we can still hold on. So after sliding on his face for 224.3 feet, Newland Kerman finally stands up, shakes himself off, and starts heading towards the base. Now, with no hopes of getting home, except for another craft landing and saving him, he has one thing to do. He flies gently over to the base, knocking his head on the tank and doing a double backflip and sticking the landing. Now that's skill, people. That's skill.
Jeb? Jeb?
After finding a very dead and frozen Jeb, and looking through all the other command modules, he finds a single command module that is open, and he finds refuge there. Away from the cold and all the radio waves floating around the air, this intense buzz. He's finally able to stop that buzz and starts uploading all the files that are not coded with the Enigma up to the tower. Some of these files come out quite disturbing, and they're not actually released to us. But as of now, other things have taken priority. Other movements, military actions that we do not know why. There's no one against us here. We're alone in the dual system. There's nothing coming in, nothing going out. Just us. So that leaves Newland sitting on Val, abandoned by life, liberty, and the pursuit of a nice warm meal. Now, our friends over in the Bermuda Mountains have finally found a nice place to call home. Nice and flat, amazingly flat, as if something had happened. The ground seems solid, as many have tested. one of which tested with his helmet, which you can learn from Kerbals. As long as you wear your helmet, feel free falling on your head. So they start on their science. Their scientific endeavors, which I'll continue on and on until they finally find what they're looking for. The reasoning behind this odd occurrence in magnetic polarity